being positive, humble, and always looking forward to what is your next step. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? What is the right way that you want to posture yourself and then come through? Hi, I'm called Natukunda. I am a receptionist at Skyz Hotel Maguru. I've been part of the Simba group team for approximately 8 years to 9 years, if I may put it. I started in 2016 from Protea Hotel Kampala as a trainee. I did my internship from that side, and then as time went on, I was given a job because of my hard work and my enthusiasm that they saw in me. I went into work in the finance, and then I did operations, then I was the administrative assistant at some point. And of course, as life went on, COVID came in and things laid back a bit, but then I was called back again to do operations with Dr. Natalie, where she was handling a project called Project 500K. So I was handling the operations bit of it. And then as time went on, she called me up to be her assistant. So I was her assistant. And then now I am a receptionist at Skyz. My inspiration actually started all the way from being offered an opportunity to work with the Protea Foundation, I would put it, because starting from all the way from Protea Hotel Kampala, coming where I am today, because that was from 2016 and now we're in 2025. To me, the inspiration in between there is that working in the organization has impacted me in a way that there are great people in it. The management has been really good, how people really work. Yes, you have people that inspire you. There are some of those people that you really look at how their journey has been, and they inspire you to continue moving and living the way that you really want to be. So my inspiration mostly has been the mindset towards business and being a hardworking person, because nothing comes easy. And when you look at how people are working in this industry, everyone puts in the energy, everyone puts in the mind, everyone puts in the target of what they want to achieve next. Years ago is not something I really saw myself at. I think it's something I'll just imagine and think of. Being in it right now, I would not see myself years ago in it, because my mind was quite in a different dimension of what I was doing and what I would love to do. But I appreciate where I am today because it has added more skills to what I've come to know with time. Well, there are quite a couple of challenges, I would say. I may not break down each and every one of them, but the job and the role that I'm in really takes a lot of energy, and being mindful and being humble and being polite, which is not for everyone, because handling a human being is not really easy. You have to be humble, think of yourself before you think of them, think of what you're going to speak before you even say anything out of, so it's quite challenging, because you have those that come and they're a bit tough, rough, harsh, because you don't know how everyone's day has gone. But then you have to cope up with it. You have to feel into their gap to know what they're feeling, even though you really don't. Sometimes it doesn't really you feel like, oh, this is really as good. It's a bit off, but you have to really feel into that gap to be able to give the proper response. So the challenges I face, or I would say we face, is that you may have a client who is not happy for the day, and they will come around, maybe feel a bit harsh and rude, but you have to take it in as it comes, because sometimes they use words that you don't really want to feel that maybe hurt your feelings, but then emotions shouldn't come in. So you have to cope up with it and take it in and just try and compose within the situation. So harsh people, and then times where you have situations where you're not doing something right, or you weren't nice to the guests, so you're also going to find a challenge where you have to explain yourself to the management, to your manager, as to why you spoke like this and spoke like that. Maybe sometimes you come off wrong, and then you don't understand that you actually came off wrong. So it's challenges that you have to learn how to work around them, and it's more of composure to oneself. I'll give an example of our boss, totally, because through her, I have learned quite a lot. Working with her closely and working for her at the same time really grew in me a person that I can actually be who I want to be, even before I think of a certain age, but at the period of where I'm at. Only if I put my mind to it and I set the right goals to it, and then I walk through to pursuing the goals that I'm going through. So the inspiration in there is that every time I saw how she did her things, how she spoke, because she spoke and she acted, and then her mind towards the business, towards working, she always gave it like a great energy. You know, it was positive energy. Every time she came around, she's like, you need to do this, you need to do that, but you have to have a positive energy, because if you don't have positive energy towards what you're trying to work, then it's going to fail. So you have to keep inspired, but with positivity, that even when it fails now, tomorrow it won't fail. You just have to keep pushing and pursuing towards something that is greater. It's a bit interesting. It's an interesting question, because my story, in very few terms, I would say it has not been a smooth journey. It's been up and downs, but then it's been a journey of learning to navigate situations of you can go high, but then you can also fall back if you lose the way. You may have a certain target, but if you don't keep going through the terms and the steps that you have planned for yourself, then you're going to fall back. And when you fall back, it brings you back to zero, because it all feels like everything you are trying to work towards to now has fallen back and it's nothing. So it's a fresher. So my story would be, I have learned to be a strong person in the midst of so much that I did not know, because starting the job, I didn't know I would be where I am today, because I didn't know anything. I was just from school, you know, trying to see how life would take me, but the challenges through it have made me a strong person within my mind. I can't give a picture of this is where I'm at because this is where I've always wanted to be. No, I feel like this is a journey through where I am going, and my story is still, you know, I'm still cycling in to see that I make it to the point where I want to be. Working with my team is quite interesting in a way that everyone's mind is different. So picking everyone's mind on how we do things, it's wonderful, because what you think you know, someone else actually may have a better idea towards it. So working with them has been really wonderful. It's a learning and off-learning certain things. You learn something new and then you let go of something that you actually thought this is the right one. Then sometimes you be the inspiration, and then sometimes they are the inspiration. So it has been a wonderful journey. They're really good members. It's a good team. It's a team that comes together even in the midst of challenges. We try to work around things and see that we come up with the best solutions for each other. Great, amazing, and motivating. I would say my family. I have family that have really been not visibly there, but they've been in the atmosphere. They've been in the moment to like tell me, you're pushing through, you're making it, you're doing great. Most of it is my grandpa. He would call me and he's like, so how is work going? How is it treating you? Are you doing your best? Do you see yourself heading somewhere, or are you still falling back? So my grandpa really inspired me in the journey, or the journey that I'm in for work. So he has really been like my number one motivator and inspiration. Also my aunties and my uncles. When it comes to work, I have had amazing people around me. I may not break down the names, but I've had great managers really come through for me and tell me that you can do it and you can make it through. Or maybe if I'm to give a few names, I would begin definitely with, I remember one time when I was at PHK, which is Protea Hotel Kampala. I was moving up the stairs and then Mr. Vitatoria found me and then he was like, "So Shepherd, how are you coping up?" I was still working in the finance and then I was like, "I'm doing great." And he's like, "You know what, if you keep pushing on and you have the right mindset, you will go ahead of where you think that you are." It was like a good step for me to actually keep moving. And going through the same situation, I came across our general manager. She was really good to me and she also inspired me. She always told me, "You can do it. You can't think that you're a failure. You have to make sure that you always put in yourself that you can do it, you can make it, you won't fall back." She always told me, even when you feel like the road is rough, just keep going through because it won't be any easier. You have to go through rough to make it to where you have to be. So nothing is going to be, easy and soft. I've had Miss Natalie also, she kept telling me I have to be positive. Positivity in everything I did. Because most time I would rush out to her and I would tell her, "This and this is not going well. How do I go about this?" And she would tell me, "The first thing you have to do is have a positive mind towards what the issue is. So when you're responding back to the issue, are you positive about it or are you being negative about it?" So the positivity she inclined into me every single time I went to her was really amazing. So it inspired me to, grow further. Then I have Mr. Davis Mugabe. He has also been a great inspiration in my life in the journey of working, because every time I went to him, even when I was still working with Miss Natalie as her PA, I would pass around by his office, talk to him, and he would tell me that I'm doing great and I can be better than who I am, because I would just ask him questions about work and how life goes when it comes to work, and he would tell me it's all the composure of how are you moving, how are you doing things, what do you set your mind to whenever you're thinking about a certain situation or something that you want to keep doing in the working industry. So he's also been a great inspiration and motivation to my journey. I cannot forget Mr. Brian Chiri. I would say it's one of those people you least expected to have a close working relationship, because it's challenges and coming out of challenges with him. It was always, "You're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing that." But then he came out to tell me, "All this you're doing, but what are you setting your mind to? You can be better than this. It's just that you're into something that you actually just have to come out of and see the better picture and the brighter picture of who you are and what you're supposed to be." So he has been a wonderful, we are still moving on. It's been a wonderful journey and it's still a wonderful journey. And I am better today because of all those people. And I can't really say less than that or more than that, because I can't finish. I just can't finish everything. As well as my colleagues, I have some that have really come through, advise me here and there, and I appreciate them as well. I am more of a movie person, and movie in my enclosed doors and not like a theater kind of thing, but more of I'm in my house and I'm just watching that new movie and just enjoying my space. I would say abundance in grace, yes, because it's been grace every step of the way, through the challenges, through the hardships, through the good times. I believe there are no bad times, but there are just those moments that just don't roll out right every single way. So abundance of grace, it's been grace through everything. Because if it weren't for grace, I don't think I would still be here. I mean, 9 years in the same organization, it's grace working with my people, and it's actually wonderful. I thank everyone that's thought about it, and I thank the people that chose me out, because it's not something I was actually thinking I would come through for, but I appreciate, and I'm hoping that maybe a bit of my talk could inspire someone out there. So I appreciate it. I wouldn't say much about that, but the few words that I can put it in is being positive, humble, and always looking forward to what is your next step. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? What is the right way that you want to posture yourself? And then come through. But be humble, be positive. typical day, I would say most times it's busy. I would take in the morning times. It's busier having the checkouts and having to prepare for the check-ins later in the day. But it really goes well, though a bit tough. You know, you have to mingle and see that things really work out and go well for the day. It's a hard one, but then a good one. Challenges just make us more stronger. I appreciate Mr. Bitature mostly because, I mean, he's the head of everything. He's the founder of everything, and I'm here because from day one I have seen him. And being here today, and I can still see him and the great things he has done for the company, their group. It's been really wonderful. I appreciate you so much, Mr. Bitature. Chairman, it's been a great and wonderful journey working in this organization with you. Your inspiration and the way you always come through telling us and talking to us and motivating us and inspiring us has been a wonderful journey. I want to thank Miss Natalie Bitature as well. She and you have been a wonderful and great person to my life. You have encouraged me. You made a step in my life and changed me for the better of who I am today. You are part of those wonderful people. I can only say that may God bless you. May He grace you. May He give you victory. May He give you abundance of life and wonderful things and achievements in your life. I want to thank Mr. Davis as well. I want to thank Mr. Hussein. I want to thank Mr. Brian. I want to thank everyone that has been in this situation in my life, and may God continue to bless all of you.